Hello everyone, this is Max. You are watching Equity Match online live pitch event. Today, as always, we have one great investor guest, has Jeffrey Potvin, and four absolutely great founders that are the key of our pitch event. Before we start, now we stream on YouTube, LinkedIn, and Facebook. So you are watching as we are watching right now from one of them. For everyone who wants to come to pitch, just send an email to pitch@equitymatch.co. We'll be more than happy to welcome you. Any question, please raise them and we'll bring to our founders. Now, without waiting and without wasting any second, let me introduce you our investor guest, Jeffrey Potvin. How's it going, Jeffrey?
Very good. Pleasure to be here, Max. Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much for coming. If you want to give a short introduction to yourself before we start.
For sure. My name's JP, and we are working on a third fund, global fund, that is going to be now operating in the green climate tech space with a heavy focus on regenerative and circular environment. Our first two funds were focused around deep tech, fintech, and CPG. And the brand is lead gen brand is called Open People Network, and our fund is called the Supporters Fund. I'll share my LinkedIn as well as our podcast, where we interview angels, VCs, and LPs around the world. And if you're ever looking to get in touch with any of them, we're always happy to make an introduction to help founders move along in their journey.
Thank you so much, Jeffrey. I'm going to start. And we start with our first founder, Ersan Turan, co-founder and CEO of Costifier, Ankara, Turkey, SaaS, seed around 1 million euros. How's it going, Ersan?
Yeah, very well. Thank you very much. It's great to be here.
Thank you so much for coming. Please give an introduction to yourself and after you can go straight to pitch. Don't wait for me.
Of course. My name is Ersan Turan. I'm the co-founder of Costifier. I'm mechanical engineers and aerospace engineers, and I have more than 10 years experience in supply chain management. After that, me and my co-founder decided to start this business called Costifier. I'll go into details about this Costifier right now. First of all, Costifier is reforming supply selection negotiation with AI algorithms and data-driven insight. The problem we are solving in Costifier is there are hundreds, maybe thousands of supplier alternatives in the market. There are some saturated marketplaces. There is a big issue for the supplier trust, and there is a big inefficiency for selecting the right supplier. If you don't select the right supplier, you can lose your revenue up to 15%, and it may cause some projection delays. In order to solve this problem, we create machine learning model from all procurement data, and with this machine learning model, we supply rates, and also we make matchmaking within or outside of the buyer network. With these algorithms, we can also calculate the supplier specific target price and also carbon footprints for each procurement. In this method, we can also ensure the quality and on-time delivery. In other words, we help companies to find the best supplier in the world for each production. We use machine learning model for this kind of matchmaking. Our target persona is the procurement team members and SME owners in automotive, white goods, aviation, machinery manufacturing, and electronics. The benefit for the buyer is we can lower the procurement cost up to 15%, and we can also prevent projection delays up to 30%. And the benefit for the climate, we can lower the carbon footprint because of raw material procurement, manufacturing, and transportation. How it works, first of all, suppliers sign up the platform and fill a form that shows their experience and their capabilities. With this information, our algorithms create machine learning model of each supplier. And after that, a buyer sign up the platform and submit a request for manufacturing job. And our algorithm make the matchmaking, and also a buyer side can see which supplier is the best fit for this procurement and what is the price and carbon footprint. With this information, they can select the supplier and they can finish the procurement processes. And our revenue model, software as a service and platform as a service, is free for supplier, and we get the monthly subscription fee for each enterprise's buyers. And also we get commission fee up to 5% based on supplier each successful transaction. Our market is machine learning based supply chain software market. This market is more than 20 billion in 2022, and it will be doubled in less than 6 years. When you look at the landscape, we are in some supply chain management software market. We are not a marketplace. It's like a software as a service for the target price and also matchmaking. And when you look at our competitors, they use some industry average models for calculating the target pricing. But we create supplier-specific machine learning model, which is much more accurate. And also with this approach, we can also make some matchmaking for buyer and supplier. We have already traction. We have more than 100 users in our system. It's more than 5 countries. And we have some ARR, more than 100K. And in the future, we expect it's much more than. And we are fundraising for achieving the 5 million ARR in 24 months. We plan to use this money for the sales and marketing team and also covering the customer acquisition costs. Our team, we are totally 10 people in our system and 2 co-founders. Besides these 2 co-founders, they are very experienced team members in our system. We have some advisors, we have some developers, and also business development specialists as well. And thank you very much for your time. If you have any question, I can happy to answer them.
Perfect.
Hear you.
Okay, so I can jump into a couple of quick questions for you.
Sure.
So you mentioned how your system is going to be able to go in and pull and change all of this information flow so that you can put together the best quoting system for them. How does the system do this? If there's, across China, there could be thousands and thousands of suppliers. So where are you coming up with the true value, being able to source the value for them, and then making sure that the company adheres to what you put together? I'm assuming it's a contract, or is it just a ballpark, and then you make the handoff and the company will then go through this process?
We start with the enterprises and ask their past procurement data. Where did you buy this product before? With this information, we start making some machine learning modeling, but the platform is open for the Chinese manufacturing as well. But there are some deficiency or inexperience for some parts, because if they haven't manufactured this part before, our algorithms say that these are inexperienced manufacturers, and we should also notice the buyer side for them. You can consider it's like an Uber in the manufacturing industry. You don't see the thousands of supplier alternatives. You can see the closest one, the cost-effective one, and also in our case, you see the most experience and low carbon footprint effect. If it's come from the China, of course, this also affects on the carbon footprints as well.
Okay. And how do you have a focus on the manufacturing side? Because there's a million different types of materials, there's different products. How are you able to source through all of these hundreds of thousands of manufacturing suppliers? And then do you also have to put together a supply route? Because if I go and get this manufactured, you have to ship it to me. So now there's a lot more of this process. So your small project is now turned into quite the large system. How do you manage all of that? And are you managing that?
We are managing, and for us, it doesn't matter for us. It's a part of the car or airplane or any other electronics part. We consider it's the volume of the raw material and percentage of the machining, tolerances, number of the parts, and also coating and material type. We don't see what is the final part. We consider what is the manufacturing steps and what are the capabilities that affects the final product, like a tolerance and also other some difficulties parts, etc. With this approach, you don't consider whether it's a part of any system or the car or airplane, something like that. You just consider what will be the process of this manufacturing. Like you have some CNC machining centers. You can manufacture millions of different parts from the same machining centers, from same equipment. But in this case, you don't see any differences for these different products, because we just consider what is the material type, what is the coating, what is the tolerances, and what is the manufacturing steps. If you look at this point of view, you can see that there is a big similarities between the parts, and you can also create machine learning model with this approach.
So you're going really granular. You're not saying, here, submit your drawings, and then we'll come back and tell you all the parts and products and things you need. You're saying, come in with a specific product you're looking for. If it's a bolt that fits into this from this manufacturer doing X, Y, Z, then you take care of that. For their usage.
Sorry, I couldn't hear the last word, but you are right. We make this modeling for each production, and for each production, the supplier could be different, because these are different experience level for each production, and also we match with each one.
Okay, last question is on the insurance side. How do you guys manage that? Are you guys fully insured globally for all of this process? So if there is a lost shipment, there is anything that's falls apart, doesn't work, or it's faulty, is that covered on your end, or is that covered between the two parties?
Yeah, it's covered between two parties, because we are just service for matchmaking. After that, they can contact with the supplier with their own insurance case, method, something like that. We just get money for this matchmaking.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Ersan. Thank you, Jeffrey. I move to our third funder, Mikhail Klemenetv, Abu Dhabi, Health Tech, pre-seed round and ask is 37K in USD. How's it going, Mike?
Hello, I'm fine. Thank you for this opportunity.
Thanks for coming. Please give an introduction to yourself, go straight to pitch, and Jeffrey will follow up. Thank you.
Okay. So my name is Mike. I have experience like project manager in media production, more than 3 years, and last 5 years I working with developing of interactive games. So how to? Okay. I'm founder of InnoRin. It's a application with AI mental health coach, which can help users to develop their emotional intelligence through the simple short practice and therapy sessions. The problem is really, really huge. More than 1 billion people worldwide needs a systematical mental health support, and not enough therapists at this moment. So our main audience is employers and entrepreneurs, which feels the high level of stress permanently. Of course, there are a lot of reasons for this stress, but top of them is too much task, a lack of time, a lack of control, a lack of support, and low level of knowledge for self-resilience. By this reason, we have 3 aspects for our application. The first of them is advanced mood tracking. Here, it is a basic but very powerful instrument. You can speak with clever NPC, which work by script from best world practice for therapists. You can speak by voice. You can tap the answers, and behavior of the NPC depends on users' choices. So another part is skills marathons. We sure that right now people need information, they need skills, and for skills they must know quite good about what they must do, how they must do, and how they can improve the situation right now. For this reason, we want to get them a short video and short daily practice that takes not more than 10-15 minutes. Another part, it's a therapy. It looks like then therapy with real human, but it's weird, but it's statistic, it's better. Because 70% of group tell that they feel more comfortable with working with AI avatar than with a real human. 80% of the group tell that they're coming deeper in the situation and their emotions. So our task right now is finishing the MVP and coming to the market for testing on the real users. We have two direction, it's B2C and B2B, but the second is our main. So we really good know about our competitors, and we take the best part of practice from them and combine it in unique product. So we have a great expertise in creating media production for worldwide companies, gamification for mental health application, and we have a really nice expertise in psychological therapy. So right now we're searching $37,000 for MVP stage, and for all year 120. Can you help me with play a video?
Hello.
Hello, how can I assist you today?
What is your name and how you can help me?
My name is Nomi, and I can assist you by providing personalized suggestions to enhance your emotional well-being, guiding you through quests for personal development, and serving as a companion to support your overall happiness and growth.
So, can you help me with my life goals?
Absolutely. I can assist you in aligning your priorities, setting goals, and providing guidance to help you achieve them. Let's work together to make progress towards your life goals.
Oh yeah, perfect.
So thank you. And right now we have support from NVIDIA Studio. Actually, make this call from that. We know that we can make not only product, we can make a revolution on mental health market. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you so much, Mike. Jeffrey, please.
Perfect. Thanks, Mike. I guess the question to start is that you mentioned that you have a unique product. Now, there's obviously a big field of businesses that are out there that are tackling this problem. What is the unique part that you're focused on? Like, what is the area that you're talking to? Is it you're going after gamers? Is it going after people that have mental health, addictions? Like, is there something that allows you to focus who you're going after versus just broad strokes saying, we're an AI friend and you can talk to us about anything? You know, people can search Google for anything and they don't use other platforms other than Google. And now Google has AI tied into it. So how do you change my structure by not using Google and using your platform to solve my problems?
Okay, so the main feature is that I'm not sure that it's right, that we want to make an experience like you work with real human, and it's we want to make with using a high quality meta human and 3D characters which can react on what you speak about. Is the first part. Another part, yes, of course, you can. There are a lot of solutions, and a friend, for example, Replica, one of the big competitors for us, but they have a big problem because their system working on the ChatGPT 3, and it's learning on all information and all messaging from a lot of people, and it's not correct, and it's not get a responsibility about what answer it's get. But we learn our system only on script from the real practice with real humans and experience of the experts. And another part that we want not only speaking, we want to educate. By this reason, we make the marathon systems, and it will depends on what problem you have right now. It will changes, because in many cases people don't know that right now they must work with fear or with for example they feel anger, but really they must work with I don't know, life balance. Yeah, and they don't know that what they must type in Google, but in speaking mode by script from the experts, it can get the what they must do and put the key for solving the problem.
Okay, I think you're going to have to explore maybe a little bit where that's going to fit, because again, you have to create a unique identifier. Like, you have to find something to market to. And I don't know if you look at it from a practitioner standpoint and say this helps empower practitioners to be able to speak better with their customers. They can learn together, they can operate, because you got to figure out how to make money. So if people are going to look at this and say, I can do this, this is great. And don't get me wrong, there's a lot of products right now that people, like you said, they would rather talk to a machine than talk to people. People are becoming best friends with machine AI machines because they're being able to unload. There's no bias. There's no energy transfer. It's in and out, and they keep doing it. So I think there's a market for it. It's a matter of how you create the uniqueness to what you're trying to solve, and it's honing in on what that solved is. So if it's a practitioner ability to enable practitioners to be better at their job, then maybe they're the ones paying you for it. I don't know. You have to really explore this to figure out who's going to pay you the dollars to operate in this space. The other side is, how do you manage biases and everything else that fits into this AI side? So if I'm talking to a machine and I'm telling them I have problems, and you mentioned that you might be angry, but it's telling you it's something different. Well, that means that you must have a lot of data to be able to support that. So how are you getting all of that data to be able to support what someone's really going through, so that they don't get put on the wrong path? Because then there's liabilities, there's other things. So just like you guys saw when the ChatGPT first came out, it was so exciting. And then all of a sudden it was telling you that they're in love with the person. And then all of a sudden that went into the media, and 2 days later that was removed. Well, why did it get removed? Well, they saw that as being a flaw. So they went in and cut out some of this stuff. So it has this generative AI has a learning curve, which means that there's biases, there's other things that go in there. How do you control that in your system so that you can get as much information in to benefit the user over the long haul, so that they're not being misled?
Thanks. Yes. For starting, we just want to focus in on experience that you have a real empathetical connection with this avatar, and we don't will make a huge system. It will be, like a script about the behavior, and we will make it manually, and it will only tree behavior about what he speak, and it's put on change about this. It's the first thing what we want to do, and actually it will be the closed system with which not need the huge database, because it's killing right now for us. It's the killing the startup coming to this. But about that, how it can be useful, for example, we tell that we want come to the B2B sector. It can be very nice for, like life balance, for burnout things. And in this area, it's simple marathons that you come to application for speaking, for searching, make the practice. make this and get feedback. And it's no need to make a huge data. Of course, we're thinking about that and coming to the therapy. For example, we're using Canva AI, which partners of NVIDIA and GTA 6 make with this. But right now, they don't have a long memory things. They will make it like in 4 or 6 months, but right now it's so huge things, and we need it's so big for us. Yes, for right now we want to make the script and get the experience that you really near, and it's understand you and really get you emotions, support, and something like that. Like you speaking with somebody which you can support. Yes.
Yeah, learn as you go. Yeah, you're gonna have to build a lot of libraries. It's cool. Yeah, no, I like it. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you, Mike. Thank you, Jeffrey. We are moving to our last, but absolutely, of course, not the least, founder Emre Coskun, General Manager of Dijital Hatıra, Istanbul, Turkey, digital service, e-commerce, late seed, and 500K is the ask in USD. How's it going, Emre? You're muted.
I'm sorry.
Thank you.
I'm looking to others. It's good for me. I can read the slides. I'm software engineer. Can I start, please?
Please go.
Thank you. Hello, my name is Emre. I'm a software engineer. Today I will introduce to you our company, Dijital Hatıra. Who we are? We are a group of 4 entrepreneurs living in Turkey. In 2018, we designed a cafe QR code system but did not implement into financial constraints. Our previous venture, Hatıra.com, was designed to allow customers to place order and their bills when seated in a cafe. In 2024, we implemented to Dijital software by developing a QR system for gravestones. We have established a platform where you can always preserve your memories. Our product is look like this. A problem, international cargo process and technical support. The solution, we will fix the problem with live supports and support requests. Requests will be returned daily. The power plant will be open abroad. We will always to able provide calls. We will plan international cargo transfer process in a way that will not exceed 48 hours. The market size, it was calculated according to MARTA application, which the most advanced and innovative software system in the country. In calculation model here, in the top total number of active users divided 2 is users used for maximum accuracy, since there are 2 users from each family. TAM was found this way, and SAM is calculated according to the rate of readership awareness in the country according to TAM. SAM is based on the rate between the age of 19 to 14 and is calculated according to fee to be received from people who likely to be active customers. Market adaptation. The system we have established in the world is only available in Japan and American company. In the future, a system will be developed to memories into NFT, and awareness will always be in our company. Dealerships model will be developed, and system will be our new competition will be blocked. Since there is not such a system in the world market, we foresee that will be grow and develop early. Market fit. There was no professional product or company in the sector. The project is open to continuous development and operation in different sectors. With the NFT sector, its placed sector will be strengthened. Since there is no such company in Europe, our field to activity will expand. There is no such project in Turkey and European market. We will transition to franchise model, positioning ourselves ahead of your competitors. 1 in 3 visitors contact us on the websites and social media. Our business model, it makes sales production QR with 3D modeling. A dealership model will be added in the future. Competitors' advantage. Our product stands out with its unique recycling advantage. Our sustainable and environment friendly product facilities product approval in other countries. Funding, carrying out new projects and developing existing projects within the company. Production machinery will be purchased in the order produce the current product faster. Promotion, social media will be used to promote the system, will be understood with like influencer. Europe, it will be put into operation. One more country. Our team look like this. I'm head of the team as software developer. We will grow our team as we progress. Thanks for listening to us.
Thank you so much, Emre. Jeffrey, please, all yours.
Thank you for that. Okay, I'm. Can I get you to give me a walkthrough of how a user experience would work in this product, or how your product will operate with a user, and who that primary user is?
Actually, we tested this product. We don't have any customer for now. We can test this, but we testing our. We growing. In fact, in our project, I thought we currently keep this files server side. We want to keep this cloud service actually on service, because we product is when you buy the product, we offer everyone a certain amount of space, 200 megabytes. The user can upgrade this space if you want, but they don't. They have to pay extra. If the user has a private profile, you can encrypt this profile if you want. You know, if you use this product, you can encrypt this, and you can show just yourself.
Do you have an example of this? Like, can you show me an example of what
yes,
this would look like?
I have example, but I can share this. We have sites inactive right now. How can I share this? If you want, I can share my screen.
Okay. And do you use a VPN to do this? Like, how do you structure it?
I can show you right now.
You can share the screen if you want, Emre. If you share the screen, we bring it to the stage.
I'm gonna share.
So to start, everything is free, but if they choose to increase the volume, then they pay. That's where the pay barrier comes in. Outside of that, everybody has a standard structure set up.
Yes.
All right.
This section for Atatürk, you know Atatürk. Our memories is like this looking. You can also upload the videos. If you want, you can write the biography like this. When you people scan the QR, you can they can see our biography and videos and photos, our memories, like this.
And is it AI generated, or is
no? You have admin panel. You know, when you log in the system, you can write to yourself, and you can design to yourself.
Okay, I understand that now. Okay, so you basically are creating your own template and of yourself, uploading photos, videos. So in the past, I've seen systems where they pulled from Facebook, Instagram, and they created storylines. Are you looking to do the same thing or no?
I'm not doing this because we designed QR for gravestones. If you go there, you can scan the QR. We don't have social media or something for these memories, but if you want, you can go URL. If you write the URL, you can go this. But if you don't know any URL, you can scan.
So who pays for this? Is it the grieving family? Is it the person that's still alive that chooses to do this? Where does this happen?
Yes. Actually, how can I explain this? Someone close to the family can do it.
Okay. No, fair, makes sense. I guess because it's a unique product and it's a unique way of looking at this, and you need to figure out how to generate revenue from this. And because you have, as I mentioned earlier, the key for myself is, are you a painkiller or are you a vitamin? Right now you become a vitamin, but how do you become a painkiller? So how do you shift the mental side of how this business operates? And I think if you start to look at it from what you're doing is an add-on to something else. So can you go to people that need to create their will and say, hey, we're going to build a business that will layer into people building their wills, and this will generate revenue, and this will be another piece that they can sell at their will. So if they go into when the person passes, this becomes a box that they can check off as an extra value that's added in. Or you become something different, and the painkiller you're solving is you're trying to find a unique way for people to do their wills. So you're now going to be able to get people to do their wills because they can carry the memories on of the person. And this is a great way for that person to say, hey, if I'm going to sign up for a will, I also want a video and a QR code that's going to enable people to see about me. So I'm going to drive it before I pass. So this becomes the cycle that you can build in that allows for value transfer and gets people thinking about something in the future. It's just another way of looking at it. I think you have to figure out what the pain point is to get more people interested in how they're going to utilize this because it is such a unique offering.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
It makes sense, yeah.
Okay. Because I think that there's a good idea and a good product there. You just have to figure out how to monetize the product side. And I think the product side monetization comes from if it's either layering into other products in market and they sell it for you, or you find another way of engaging that customer, and maybe that's through getting them to do this paperwork early. Because if you look at the statistics, it's very low. Very few people have wills, and they don't tend to do it until they're in crisis mode, and at that point, it doesn't usually work. So it's a very low thing, so maybe that's your way into the market, and that's a way to make your product carry some value.
Okay.
Thank you, guys. Thank you so much, Emre. Thanks, Jeffrey. Emre, stay. Don't go. We're bringing all our funders back right now. And we're waiting for... We're missing one funder. Here we are. Ersan, let me start with you. In 20 seconds, convincing Jeffrey and all the investors watching today. Why invest in your startup, yourself or your team?
Supply chain is a very big issue in manufacturing, and we saw the importance during the pandemic and after this economic crisis and price changes. We believe that we can be game changer in the supply chain by making some machine learning modeling and matchmaking. With this journey, we all have capabilities, we have customers, we have some users, but all we need is the investment. If you are be part of this journey, we will happy to be see you in our team, and that's all I can say right now.
Mike.
Yep. So we make an AA mental health coach for developing emotional intelligence for our users. We have an unique solution for psychological market. We have all needs expertise and investment get an opportunity for us for finishing and prototype and coming to the market and make their first sales in companies. Thank you.
Thank you, Mike. Emre, you are the one who's going to close today.
Yeah, thank you. In fact, in order to improve the system, we want to touch on different memories other than gravestones, and we will work on this with our team, actually. Thank you.
Thank you, Emre. Jeffrey, I don't know if you want to give any more advice, recommendations, feedback to the founders.
You bet. I did take some other notes down as well, so hopefully this is helpful for everybody. I think the number one thing is that when you gear your time for your pitch, if your pitch is 5 minutes, then 80% of your pitch should be on how do you make money, because you're raising money. So make sure everything is about how you make money, understanding the market size, understanding what the competitors are doing, understanding where you fit, what your niche is, what you're going after. And 20% of it should be on your actual pitch, which means that if your pitch is problem solution, define the problem and solution so well that no one will ever ask a question about your product or your solution, because you've defined it in 2 slides and everybody understands it, and then you can focus on how to make money. So focus is really key to this. The second one is, or the next part is, keep it simple, very simple. Because again, you're trying to get the audience to understand your problem solution and how you make money. The simpler you do it, it lines people up to have questions. Your goal is that this is it's a drip campaign. I'm hopefully going to run into the investor again. I'm going to talk to them again. I want them to remember who I am. I want them to remember what I just built, but I want them to have questions, and I want to be able to make it so that it was simple. They understood it right away. So always simplify it. Understand your elevator pitch. So just in that last 30 seconds, figure out what your elevator pitch is. What is it that's going to make me want to invest in you? But what's also the reminder? If it's a statistic, if it's a dollar amount, whatever that is, remind me of that at the end of the pitch. So you could say that, something just out of the wall, that 80% of the European population do not fill out or have a will when they pass away. Our solution is going to change that. It's going to make people more interested in buying. We're raising 500,000, and I look to speak with you soon. So the idea is that in 30 seconds, I'm going to remember exactly what you said and move on from that. The next one would be when you're doing projections, put projections in there. How much money is it possible that you can make, and make it achievable? So if you're going to project that you're going to do 5 million in 2 years and you're only doing 100,000, how do you get to that goal? That's pretty high. So you got to make sure you can achieve it. So maybe you say that in 2 years you're going to achieve 3 million, which is doable, and you've proven you could get to 100. So within 12 months, you should be able to get to 2 million, which means you could double that every year. So how do you get to that number? Make it doable, make it approachable. But you're the only one that actually showed numbers, because this is what this is about. It's about raising money and proving that you can generate revenue. And even if you're in pre-seed, the investor needs to know that there's a journey to make money, because they're in it to make money. They want you to make money and grow and become a business, and they want to be part of that journey. So I guess the last thing I would say is define your market. Figure out who you're going after. What's the demographic, the person? You talk about your competitors and you show that you're doing more. It's not about doing more. It's about being the best at one thing. So what is the one thing you're the best at that nobody else can take away from you? You looked at all your competitors and you're the best at this one thing. That's why people want you, and you're going to crush it. So you focus on that. So at the end, be the best. Keep pitching everywhere. You'll keep telling yourself you'll get better at pitching, you'll get better at talking about your solution and your business model. Keep listening to the feedback, coming up with that solution. And eventually you're going to find the right sweet spot that's going to really make your business zing for other people when they hear it. And that's what people are going to invest in, because you're going to understand it. You're going to believe in it 100%. So just keep selling. That's the whole principle behind this. The more times you pitch, the more times you hear your voice talk about something, the more times you'll iterate, and you'll find that spot where you're getting into the market and other people see it and they want to be part of that.
Thank you
Great
so
job,
much. Thank you so much. Emre, Amith, Mike, and Ersan, thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much, Jeffrey, to being with us today and spending 1 hour with your great advice and questions. And thank you to everyone watching today. I see you next Thursday. And for everyone who wants to get in touch with the founders, you can go straight to them. That's why we give the information. We are not charging any money here. So any pound, any dollar, or any euro, they go 100% to them. You can go to our YouTube channel, see again this pitch event, and get in touch with the founders directly. You can come to us, absolutely. We are more than happy to make a warm intro. Thank you again to everyone, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you very much. Bye.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Bye-bye.